Hey everyone, with the holidays rapidly approaching, I've put together a list of the best golf gift ideas, 6 items that are sure to impress that golfer in your life who has everything. Remember, smash that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, thank me if you found this video informative, and you want to see more, contribute to the ongoing success of my YouTube channel, and as always, please comment. These things help in more ways than you know. Okay, so let's go over my list of best golf gift ideas. I've picked 6 of them, and I'm going to give them to you in backwards order. So I'm going to start with number 6. I've ranked them. I'm going to start with number 6, and we're going to go right through to number 1. Make sure you stay tuned for number 1. It's going to knock your socks off. It's a great gift. Anyone would enjoy. All right, so let's start with number 6. Number 6, I have Lag Shot. Lag Shot is a training aid that I use at my golf school, and what it is it's just a very flexible, heavy, whippy shaft, and when we swing it, what it helps us with is it helps us with rhythm, the rhythm of our golf swing. And those of you who've ever seen the orange whip, I've loved those for a long time. Well, just think of this as like an orange whip that has a club on the end that you can, a club head on the end that you can actually hit. So we just swing it. It helps us with the rhythm of our swing. Another great thing that it does that I see with students when I use it is it helps them to understand that pause between the backswing or at the end of the backswing before your downswing starts. Super important transition in the golf swing. And then one last thing I like that I see it helps a lot of people with, because the shaft is so flexible and it's going to deflect a little bit at impact, when people hit it initially, they push it. So a push for me as a lefty is going to be off to the left here, and if you're a righty and you push it, it's going to be off to the right here somewhere. And so what that does is it makes the students work harder on squaring that club face, which all of us could benefit from having that club face a little bit stronger. So that's the first one. That's number 6. That's Lag Shot Golf. I'm going to leave a link for all these items down below. Now, a couple things, other things that you can get with Lag Shot. You can order the 7-iron, which I was just holding, I was just swinging there, but they also have 2 other clubs. They have a sand wedge, and I love the sand wedge from the standpoint of one thing that I see in the short game. Whenever I do a short game school, whenever I give a golf school and we do the short game portion, is I see these people who have this over acceleration profile. What does that mean? That's a big word. What's that mean? It's when I go 10 miles an hour back and 40 miles an hour forward. Well, guess what? When you're using this Lag Shot wedge and we start hitting some chips or some pitches with it, if you create that over acceleration profile, you're not going to strike the golf ball. So using this and keeping some of the flex out of the shaft. Notice I'm not letting the shaft flex. Well, as I allow the shaft not to flex, look at what happened to my rhythm. It's much more rhythmical, it's much slower. I'm coasting, I'm cruising through impact. So as an add-on, if you get the 7-iron, they'll have great deals running around the holiday season. You can add the sand wedge, and you can also add the driver. So they're just different options you can get. And again, the driver, very similar to the 7-iron, is going to help us with the pace of our swing. Could help you with the length of your swing if you're somebody trying to extend your backswing a little bit. Also helps with the club face, helps with that better transition, finishing the backswing before the forward swing starts. So in a nutshell, that's Lag Shot. As I said, you'll find people that really will benefit from having it and enjoy it as a gift. Okay, on to item 5, and it's also a training aid, and it's called Precision Impact. You can see I have it on my right arm here. Comes in a nice neon bag that you can throw in your golf bag or strap it around your golf bag. Precision Impact, and as the name tells us, it has a lot to do with training a better impact position. So we put it on our arm, and you'll hear it click as I send it back, but you can lock it into a position that creates some extension of my trail wrist. Remember, go watch my forward shaft lean video. I talk about hitting the golf ball for world-class impact, hitting the golf ball with the heel pad of your right hand. Well, this just kind of locks your hand into that position, and then as you're swinging the golf club, so as I grip and I swing the golf club, I get it in a better position at the top, because you can see I have some extension of that trail wrist, gets the club face in a stronger position, which we all know we can benefit from. But then it helps me on the downswing to make sure that I maintain that cup in my trail wrist. And what we see, if you're a flipper, if you're a scooper, you'll see at the bottom a little bit of flipping and scooping. But then I can go ahead and release this, and I can have it to any degree that I want. Like if you say, hey, I just need a little more forward shaft lean at impact, I'm pretty close, I just need help with a little more, just take it back a little bit. If you're somebody who really scoops, really flips, want to feel the opposite, you can go ahead and click it back as far as it'll go, get your hand and gets that trail wrist really extended into a strong position. You'll see I'll have the club face very strong at the top of my golf swing, and then as I come down into impact, I'll be delivering it with all the forward shaft lean anybody would ever need. So that's the second item I wanted to go over, another training aid, and it's called Precision Impact. Okay, on to item number 4, which, guess what, is a training aid. Hey, what did you expect from a golf teacher? So the name of it is Total Golf Trainer. Within the Total Golf Trainer, you have 3 trainers. One is the arm trainer, the second one is the V2 trainer, and the third one is the hip trainer. Now the nice thing is you can buy them all together, and they give you this cool carrying case. You can throw it in your golf bag, you can walk out onto the driving range looking all snazzy, or you can buy them individually. Hey, I only need help with what the hip trainer does. I don't need help with the other stuff, so I'm going to buy that one, not all of them. But again, all the links are below to all these items that I'm going to discuss. And let's just open it up and go over what they are. So first of all, I have the arm trainer, my personal favorite. Why is it my personal favorite? Because it really fits my philosophy of what I teach in golf, which is impact. And so what I'm going to do is put it on my trail wrist. Remember, I'm a lefty, so my trail wrist is going to be my left one. And if I get it on here, it's very similar to the Precision Impact. If I bend it backwards, okay, now as I take my backswing and I want to put some pressure against that ball, you see it gets that club in a nice strong position. And if I can keep my hand against that ball, you can see it creates some forward shaft lean. And I love this training aid because it's very nimble, very flexible. You can use it for a ton of different things. I say that there's ways that we're going to use this that we don't even know about yet, because it is so versatile. Okay, so that would be the arm trainer, and it would be focused more on kind of top of backswing, getting the club in a better position, impact, getting some forward shaft lean. Then there is the V2 trainer, which you can see I have a couple different lengths of all these kind of flex, and there's a red ball on the end, and I have different lengths of them, and I can put them in multiple different ways. I can put them in here, I could put it in the front, just got to unscrew this little retaining screw here, but I could put it in the front, and this goes right on the top of my golf club. And so once it's there, I can bend it into all different sorts of shapes to help me maintain the angle on the downswing, to help me keep my trail arm in, to see what is the pitch of my shaft or the angle of my shaft at the top of the backswing. You know, this would be pointing out from the back. What does my takeaway look like? You know, do I have this thing parallel? Is it in? Is it pointing in a little bit? Is it pointing out a little bit? So, as I said, there's all kinds of ways that you can use this, and there's ways that teachers haven't even invented yet to use it, that as we use it more, we'll find even more ways to use it. So that would be the V2 trainer. Very helpful. And you can check out their website as well. They have all sorts of videos on different ways to use it and how it can help. And then the final one, using one of the longer things here, is the hip trainer. And so what I do, depending on which hip I want to use it on, is I just take the trainer, I unscrew the screw, I put it in there. So we just clip it to our belt, and then if I get out of sequence, I'm going to hit it on the downswing. We can put it on the front and make sure, I'd have to flip it around here, give me just a second. So I can flip it around, put it on the front here, and then just make sure I'm clearing as I come through. If you're somebody kind of stalls their pivot and flips, you're going to hit it. So the hip trainer would be great to get some better sequencing and then understand how the hips are working through the golf swing. Kind of gives you a good visual of what's happening there. So that would be the Total Golf Trainer, and that's item number 4. So the next thing we're going to do is we'll move on to item number 3. And item number 3, as I said, there's a link below. If you're a member at Naples Grand, or if you play golf at Naples Grand, they have a very robust selection in the golf shop. Go in there, the golf staff would be happy to help you pick one out. But it would be a Bushnell rangefinder. So I have a link down below as well that you can get them if you're not in Naples or a member at Naples Grand Golf Club. But I have one. I love it. I have the Tour V5. They have all sorts of series, and they do all sorts of different things. Some measure slope, some don't. But they're great because you can measure anything. Some rangefinders, there has to be certain things on the flag stick or on the pin that reflects back the signal so you can get your distance. But this, I could shoot anything. I could shoot a tree over here. I could shoot a bunker out there. And the distance range on it is excellent. So this would be my item number 3. Get yourself a rangefinder. And on that note, to give you a little bit of golf instruction with this, is we don't want to be dialed in as a player to our total distance. We want to be dialed into our carry distance. So if I shoot this flag back here and it's 140, well, I know for me, my 9-iron will carry 140. So it's the 9-iron, but notice I'm dialed into the carry there, not the total. And as I coach and I go on the golf course with students, I'll ask them how far they hit a club. They'll say 150, and I'll ask them, is that carry or total? And they'll say total. But remember, the total's a variable. As the player, I can only control how far it travels in the air. When it lands on the ground, it could be hard, it could be soft, it could be a downslope, an upslope. So the total's a variable. Get tuned into, and a piece of equipment like this could really help you to start to understand what your carry distances are. You know, use it on the driving range, measure some different things, see how far your clubs go. All right, so that was item number 3. Now, on to item number 2. We're getting close. We're almost to that crazy item number 1 that everybody is going to love. So, item number 2 is a fitting with True Spec Golf. So you can go to True Spec's website, I'll leave the link below, and get a gift card in any denomination. Why do I love True Spec? I love True Spec because they're a brand agnostic fitter. What does that mean? That means that they have every major manufacturer. They have a matrix of a combination of heads and shafts of over 35,000 different combinations. They have locations all over the globe. So you don't have to be in Naples. If you're watching this in Chicago, they have locations there, all over the country, and globally too, in other countries. So they're brand agnostic, and they'll fit you to what you hit best. And then they also use a measuring device as they're fitting, so they know they can prove to you with data. So it's a data-driven fitting, a data-driven fitting, that you'll see exactly what you hit the best. And they offer everything. You can do driver fitting, iron fittings, full bag fittings, putter fittings, anything that you might need in that realm of golf. So item number 2, a fitting with True Spec Golf. All right, so here we are. We're on the final item. What is the final item? What is my best golf gift idea that you can give to that special someone? And it's a gift card from Durland Golf. I know, there should have been a drum roll or something first. But yes, you can contact me. You can go to my website. There's on every page of my website, there's a little blue square, says e-gift cards. You can get them in any denomination that you want. You can look at my lesson rates, my golf school rates. We do gift certificates, gift cards for everything. Individual lessons, playing lessons, clinics, golf schools, just anything that you think your special someone might want as a gift, we'll get you a gift card that represents that. They can come spend some time with me. We'll help them with their golf game. We'll help them to improve. A couple different ways you can do it, as I said. Link below, e-gift card from my website. The other way you can do it, if you're not so savvy with that stuff, is just call, text me, email me, and I'll take a credit card over the phone. I'll email you a gift certificate. We'll do it right on the phone. You'll have it in minutes. You can print it out and present it to whoever you want to give it to. So now you have my list of the best golf gift ideas to give that special someone with the holidays rapidly approaching. And remember, please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, thank me, and comment.